Hi, this is Phil Toko, and you're watching the Agri-Food Safety Minute. Today we're going to pick up where we left off last episode. As you recall, last episode we took the time to both look at an aerial view of our farm, plus took a drive around to find out what kind of food safety risks there might be associated in and around our farm. As you recall from our last episode, there were two areas of major concern. The first was the wooded area where deer and turkey would potentially be harbored. As well, there was a nearby pond where ducks were known to occur. Second was the chicken coop that was adjacent to the farm. In general, wooded areas and tall grass areas are excellent for harboring wildlife. Unfortunately, these wildlife spread disease throughout the fields and onto produce. The major issue with the chicken coop is manure introduction into the fields. As well, chickens could get loose in the field and cause problems with produce damage as well as contamination. Once we've assessed the risks, it's time to move on to finding mitigation strategies. In the case of wildlife in the wooded area, periodic monitoring is the first step. After we detect an animal, then we would need to move to enact a deterrent strategy for wildlife if they're detected. In the case of the chicken coop, the first step is really to ask the neighbor to move the chicken coop so it's not quite so close to our fields. If that doesn't work, then leaving a 100-yard buffer around the area bordering the chicken coop would be acceptable. So once again, in the show notes, you're going to be able to pull up a Word document with the actual language that this grower would use in his GAP manual for this farm. You can use that as a boilerplate and change it as necessary and adopt it and adapt it for your GAP manual as well. Thanks for joining us, and I hope to see you again next week on the Agri-Food Safety Minute.